Would you know if I passed away if the Lord called me home? How would you know? Let me tell you, since 2019, I've been really struggling with my health. I was paralyzed in 2020, and after a group of people prayed over me, I was able to move again. I was able to walk. But today, I struggle with dizziness, confusion. It's still painful to walk. The video that I uploaded about working the night shift with me, you saw me folding laundry. That hurts my arms. And so I can't be officially diagnosed with multiple sclerosis because that takes an MRI. And I can't have an MRI because I have metal in my wrist from when I had to have surgery as a child. And I am sacrificing my own comfort to live in the woods with MS. And it takes work because I've got to haul water back and forth. On days that I have to do my laundry, I've got to carry that back and forth. My food, I've got to carry that back and forth. You know, it can be hard work. Then I got to keep the area clean, and I got to fight against the mosquitoes and the bugs and the spiders, you know, the coyotes. It's when you're already fighting MS fatigue and pain all over your body and dizziness and confusion, like it's difficult. It can be very difficult. And so I just look at you guys. I'm not trying to give you a guilt trip, but what is preventing you? What is stopping you? And I wanted to let you know that last time they checked my cholesterol, it was almost 500. And it's only supposed to be 200. 150, between 150 and 200. So, like, you know, I've really been feeling on this shift tonight, during my shift, I've really been feeling in the spirit like, you know, the Lord could call me home at any second. I could have a stroke, and that's it. Because it's been taking me, it's been difficult to get on health insurance, and it's been difficult to get in to see the doctor as soon as possible now that I'm on it, because there's so many people in the world, and they need to go see the doctor too. How would you feel about my homeless ministry being unfinished? Knowing that I had to live in the woods just to be able to help them because no one else was helping me to, you know, help them. That nobody else was donating, that nobody else was giving, that you were not supporting Operation Join Forces. Because we don't know how long we have. We don't know when the Lord's going to call us home. It is a privilege and it is a blessing to help homeless people, to help them get off the streets. It is a blessing to live in my tent so that I'm not paying rent and that money goes towards the least of these. Because you know what Yeshua said? He told you to sell all of your things and give it to the poor. Give all that money from selling all of your things to the poor. So how would you feel if you hadn't heard anything from me in, say, a week, a month, and you had no clue that I had passed away, that the Lord had called me home, and my ministry page and everything was just left the way that it is and unfinished? And you lost your opportunity to give. You passed up and missed the chance that God gave you to support and to help something so amazing, so impactful, so important, so imperative. This ministry needs your help. Operation Join Forces is called Operation Join Forces. Since 2017, I've been doing everything I can for homeless people. It's called Operation Join Forces so that we can combine resources and join forces to end homelessness for many different individuals. Most people are one paycheck away from being homeless themselves, or a health diagnosis, one horrible health crisis away from being homeless. You know, some people are homeless because her husband died and she doesn't have anyone to support her anymore, or it was a domestic violence situation. I've known homeless people that were really, really sick with, you know, AIDS and cancer, and they were just struggling to pay their medical bills. And on the streets, homeless, panhandling. There's many different reasons and situations and causes that could render you homeless. So not only do you not know when the Lord's going to call you home, but you also are not exempt from the Lord taking everything from you. and putting you through a trial period as extreme as homelessness. And, I'm going to be honest. Some other homeless individuals, they're sick with addiction, and they need someone to talk to them with a heart that is compassionate and understanding to help them get out of that pit. That's what believers are here to do. And that is also part of the gospel, because he was tortured to death, not just for you and your salvation, but also to get them out of the miry clay. So for the least of these, we need to take a stand. So all that to say that I'm doing the best that I can with what I have and the time that I've been given. And I ask you to do the same, because I don't want you to be disappointed in yourself that you passed up the opportunity to support Operation Join Forces in helping the least of these. So please, please share, please comment, and please visit patreon.com/join forces. And please be a part of something amazing.